Welcome to Purposefully Living. I'm Miriam K. Musonda Salati, and I'm so glad you're here. Today is special because you're not just listening to another episode. You're stepping into a journey of meaning, purpose, and legacy. This episode is based on my book, Identifying Your Purpose, A Journey of Meaning and Legacy. And the goal is simple: to help you understand why you exist, what you carry, and how to turn your calling into daily action with faith, wisdom, and real-life clarity. And because purpose is not something we discover alone, today I have two guests joining me. And together, they're going to walk you through this episode with insight, honesty, and practical tools that will strengthen your faith and sharpen your direction. So wherever you are right now, take a deep breath, open your heart, and stay with us to the end, because what you're about to hear might be exactly what you've been praying for. Enjoy, and here are my guest speakers.
Here's something that blew my mind. Research shows that 92% of New Year's resolutions fail by February, yet we keep making them year after year. Today we're exploring why humans are masters at planning but terrible at doing.
That's fascinating because it connects directly to what neuroscience tells us about dopamine and reward pathways. Our brains actually get more excited about the possibility of reward than the reward itself.
And this is where most people get stuck in their journey toward any meaningful change. The planning phase gives us this immediate hit of satisfaction without requiring any real work. Recent studies from Harvard showed that just writing down goals activates the same pleasure centers as achieving them.
You know what this reminds me of? Those cooking shows where everyone loves watching master chefs create amazing dishes, but then they go home and order takeout. We're substituting vicarious experience for actual experience.
That's exactly right. And it connects to something deeper about human nature. The latest psychological research suggests we've become excellent consumers of information, but increasingly poor executors of action. Think about how many people read fitness articles while sitting on their couch.
So, what's actually happening in our brains when we choose planning over action?
Well, here's where it gets really interesting. Neuroscience shows that planning activates our brain's reward center immediately, while action requires engaging our prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for executive function and self-control. It's literally easier for our brains to plan than to do.
That makes me think about what James 1:22 says about not merely listening, but doing. It's like ancient wisdom predicted our modern content consumption habits.
Exactly, and modern psychology backs this up completely. Studies show that successful action takers have actually trained their brains to find satisfaction in completion rather than just planning. They've rewired their neural pathways through consistent practice.
That connects with identity-based habits and how they reshape our behavior patterns, doesn't it?
You know what's fascinating about identity-based habits? Research from the University of London shows it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. But when people anchor that habit to their identity, like thinking of themselves as a runner instead of someone who runs, the success rate triples.
That's exactly why so many people struggle with maintaining long-term changes. They're focusing on the behavior instead of the identity shift.
And this ties directly into Aristotle's philosophy of virtue. He argued that we become virtuous not by thinking about virtue, but by consistently performing virtuous actions. Modern neuroscience proves he was right. Our brains physically reshape themselves based on repeated actions.
Well, that completely flips the common assumption that we need to feel ready or motivated before we take action.
Let me share something surprising about motivation. Studies from the University of Chicago show that motivation actually follows action more often than it precedes it. When we wait for motivation to strike before we act, we're operating on a fundamentally flawed understanding of human psychology.
That reminds me of the concept of neuroplasticity, how our brains actually reshape themselves based on our actions rather than our thoughts.
What a powerful conversation. To our guest, thank you for your time, your truth, and your willingness to pour into others. May God multiply what you shared today and return it to you in strength, joy, and open doors. And to everyone listening, I want you to remember this. You're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not disqualified. You are in a process, and God is still writing your story.
So don't leave this episode the same way you came in. Take what you heard and let it become action. Let it become discipline. Let it become prayer. Let it become courage. If this blessed you, share it, leave a review, and stay connected. I'm Miriam K. Musonda Salati, and this is Purposefully Living. Until next time, keep your faith loud, your spirit fed, and your purpose in motion.